powertrain. It's been a hell of a day, a hell of a week. Getting on with work and just plowing away with life. Cheers. Hope everybody's been okay. My typical morning lives were just sidetracked lately. I got too much shit going on. Work, as you know, I'm still a young lad and I am not retired, and I wish I had the luxury to stay home and do this, but I don't. I work hard, play hard. I don't stop. So, anyways, I hope everybody's been okay. Hope everybody's been playing with trains, model railroading, just having fun, with everything, and gaining new knowledge. Hope some of my videos are helpful for the knowledge. I don't tend to know everything. I try to present what I do know so somebody might can use an idea. Again, I hope that has helped somebody. If it has, leave it in the comments and let me know. So I just figured out how to get my Wi-Fi working in here in this metal shed. I finally got my internet figured out. Cost moolah to figure out my internet. As you know, I was the worst for bad internet. As you know that my internet in the beginning was just crap, right? Like couldn't even do it live without me glitching out, looking all fuzzy, and it was crazy. So we finally got that figured out. Now I'm getting my Wi-Fi figured out. Slowly but surely, I'm getting things figured out. Of course, I am no tech guru. I do not work on computers all the time. I'm an outside guy that works outside, and I have no advantage to tech. Doesn't mean I can't learn it. Hello, Missouri. How you doing? So I got a little bit of chocolate in me, feeling a little giddy, feel good. Just got done with a workout. You guys don't want to know that, right? You don't care about that. We care about trains. Lately, y'all been seeing a lot of shorts on Choo-Choo Sam's locomotive. This thing is just plastered with rust. Check that out. Rusty. Yep, Choo-Choo Sam's. Hello, Tammy Ray. How y'all doing? Yeah, Choo-Choo Sam's locomotive here. I've been having fun weathering it. As you've seen in the short, you can see what you can see with it. His wishes were, David, weather it, go after it with graffiti, do what the hell you want to do. And I did. Very appreciated and thankful for Choo-Choo Sam and people that donate, and I am a giver also. I do give when I can, and I really appreciate people doing that, and such as the companies that reached out to me also. Again, thank everybody for allowing me to do such things. It's so awesome. And of course, this is Choo-Choo Sam, so I put his name on it. So, Choo-Choo Sam. Hello, Brian. How you doing? It's Tuesday. Tuesday over here in the bayou. I've been running a little bit of trains here and there. Again, just been working. Have not stopped to do anything. Just been rolling, man. That's the way it is in America. You got to work hard, pay the bills, and the shit don't fall out the sky, right? If you're down with model railroading and you're in a slump, reinvigorate it. Find different things to do. Don't stay in one area. I'm working on my UFO scene. Kind of got tired of building on it, so I'm going to probably shift again. I'm going to come back to that. So, more of that coming up. Hell, I'm talking. I don't even have a train on the running. So let's go start a train up. Welcome and hello to everybody. Let's see. Let's see if I can blow this up. I think I can do this. I forget. Well, How about that? Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's go see. I'm gonna hook up my Union Pacific onto there. So we got her going. We got the old SD90 Mac. It's been a minute since I ran that thing. The old 90 Mac is running back on there. A lovely locomotive. That's an Atherm. If you new to, if you're old to my channel, an existing subscriber, and been watching the channel, y'all know how much I love that SD90 Mac. Nothing like good old water, man. Clean the guts out. Woo! It's like 100 degrees over here. Of course, I got an outside job. So I am beat every day. I'm beat. But I just keep pushing myself, you know. I keep pushing myself to keep going. Sometimes I just need to take a break. Like this morning, I probably could have did a live, but I was just beat when I got back home. It just worked, man. So what are you guys are working on? Y'all building any layouts, any scenes y'all building? Feel free to leave it. There we go, coming around our mountain. I keep surprising myself on how large this layout is. Of course, it took me some time to build this. Very happy the way it came out. It totally not finished, of course. A lot more stuff to do, guys. A lot more stuff to do. I think they changed that music. It sounds a little annoying. Let's see. Chill hop. There we go. Try that. I notice whenever I remove a camera, I lose my sound completely. So one camera falls off, my mic falls off with it. So there's the SD90 Mac coming around 22-inch radius, folks. There we go. A fun tip. I seen this tip today. I was looking through Google, and I seen the first model railroad was built in 1859. 1859, and they used clock parts, and it was in a figure 8. Google it if you don't believe me. 1859 model railroad. It said the origin, I think it was France. Could be wrong. Yeah, it was clockwork, man, that ran that train. Very, very cool. We got a fun surprise for the peninsula coming up. Just have to wait for a video or a live, and we'll see what we got going on with that. I need to get some track laid back in the peninsula. I had a question pop up about that the other day, and yes, I will get back on there. No excuses. It's just I got to get to it. So it looks like the SD90 Mac is running really well over the trestle. Right here, it gives me a little problem, so let's see if it comes through. Yeah, it worked. Cool. So for motivation-wise, if you're wanting to build a model railroad, and you have very little space. Do your research first. Number one, do your research. Figure out what you can put in that space, and then go out and buy your trains and locomotives. But research is number one thing on anything, especially with model railroading. Make sure you research instead of just go and buy something out there. Make sure you research. I do not want to beat a dead horse and say overcomplicate track work, overcomplicate radiuses. It's not that complicated, just get the stuff. They sell preset tracks. They sell tracks with road bed. You can get this stuff started. Very simple. And get your way onto model railroading. So there's no excuses. Another thing that I see come up quite often is the complaints on certain specific brands and models. Okay. I had my share in the beginning, but I don't do that anymore because I understand that it's bad to do that. Okay. You'll see folks bash certain products. Certain products are made and geared towards certain folks that can afford certain things. So I don't want to name any names such as model trains. I'm not going to name any names. But the cheaper end stuff is going to be the cheaper end stuff, right? I mean, it's just common sense. And so the cheaper end stuff is what you can afford. And it goes all the way up to your higher brands that we all know about as model railroaders. Of course, you'll see videos and people critique the crap out of models, for a view and a gain. But that's bad to do that because that company can get pissed off, and that could fall under a defamation and sue the crap out of that person. So yeah, be careful on the defamation stuff, talking bad about a product, because companies got endless amounts of money, and they can, if they really wanted to, they can push things. So instead of talking bad about a product, maybe say you don't care for the product, it doesn't suit you. Move forward and get a product that you like, that works for you. And for a gain in a view, is it really worth it to beat up a company? I don't think so. Hey, Uncle V, how you doing? Steve Mikichi, someone to the channel, thought I would take a look. Yes, sir. Thank you for stopping by. Always welcome. So yeah, different manufacturers, of course, is common sense, is going to be leaning towards the consumer that can afford it. They make higher end locomotives and they make lower end locomotives. Price point, that's all it is. And they're geared to sell products. They're not geared to make a bad product, okay? So be careful if you're one of those folks making bad videos and critiquing locomotives, and be careful with that. Of course, who am I? I can't save the world, right? But it's just my opinion, and that's what I stand for, my opinion here. And I believe that, specifically, if you want something to run good on your layout, you're going to pay a little bit extra for it, right? Now we got good old fancy eBay that sells all kind of broken locomotives and cheaper stuff. I had great luck with eBay. I still love buying off of eBay, fixing these things up and getting them going. But when I want a good running locomotive at the end of the day, I will put out the extra money for that good locomotive. Just thought I'd share that with you folks. This locomotive is a wow factor for me. This is a Walthers locomotive. It's a Walthers. They brought the detail, the price point, which was this locomotive was gave to me, but still they bring the detail, they bring the price point, And honestly, this locomotive will outrun some of my good locomotives. So this is a great, great brand of locomotive that I can see myself purchasing in the future. Hell, I like them all, right? I understand that, you know, the the lower end locomotive. I understand that and I get it. And I either stay away from it, or if I'm feeling my wallet and I want to buy something like that, I go with it and buy it. Just how I feel. Depends on how I feel that day, right? Teach your own might not work. Yeah, absolutely, Uncle B. Absolutely. Not trying to sell no products here. I'm just giving my opinion on what I see. And of course, trying to, instead of down products, try to bring these guys up, because if at the end of the day, if a whole bunch of folks keep critiquing these companies, they'll just stop producing them. You know, the sales will be so much crap, and all you'll be able to get is higher end stuff. And that person that needs to afford that locomotive, oh look, I lost all my cars. It will. They'll just continue discontinue producing them. Let's go see where that fell off. Absolutely, kind of balancing things out here at HO Powertrain. We need a balance somewhere. We need a counterbalance. There's enough critiquing in this world to begin with. If I could just counterbalance that out just a little bit, things might be better. uh, Absolutely, freaking lootly. Let's see if it holds its cores when it comes back into here. If they did offer high and low range, the hobby would be only for those that could afford the high range. That's right, Steve. They have to gear their cheaper end locomotives to the folks that can afford that. You know, not everybody has a ton of money. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, it seems like every time and again, I can't stop anything. You know, I'm just saying my opinion here, right? But every time I look into social media or see something, it's a manufacturer being criticized, critiqued. All these tons of followers go to this, and it just tears these people apart. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. A lot of work. So I'm just trying to counterbalance some things out. I'd rather have a voice than hear nothing at all behind it. So, it came off again. Let me go get it. Dang it. That little coupler there is giving me some trouble. So I'm gonna have to figure that out when I get a chance. So let me go. I'm gonna put on another locomotive. Oh, let's see how that runs. Oh, how big is that space? The space there is the whole section of the shop is 20 by 30. So that layout's probably like 16 wide by, I forgot, like 22, something like that. 24 feet. There are more individual companies now that offer good quality at good price. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and these folks need to stay around. If these folks keep you put a little light right there, or why didn't your horn uh look more detailed, or why didn't your this is like this, or the paint quality is like this, or why this, why this, why this? It's a locomotive. You get what you pay for. But I get it. I get it. The viewership and the and everything else with that. I get it. I get it. Oh, thank you, Steve. Have a good night. Take care. But I get it. At the end of the day, it's not work to beat a company up. It really isn't. Sorry to say it, but I think what I'm saying is right, is correct, and I'm going to do the right thing. Absolutely. Well, it looks like it's holding better than the SD90 Mag. I got to change those couplers to metal couplers. KD couplers, metal couplers, especially on a layout such as this, makes all the difference in the world. When you're running through grades, terrains, you want reliability within your couplers, and plastic couplers um, do not offer that. Especially like the couplers with the leafs in them. On this layout, they will fail more than often, so I have to put some metal ones um, just to upgrade things. Now, if you have a flat layout and something that's more sustainable, you wouldn't have that trouble. I wouldn't think so. It's going around Devil's Mountain where I put that fossil. There we go. It's going right up around it. It's coming around that white foam and over the trestle and back into here. So yeah, getting off that topic with beating manufacturers up, if you can help it, try not to do that. uh, we want to continue to buy these starter sets and these cheaper locomotives, and young people that want to get into model railroading, they can at affordable price. They can get into it. Still can go to Hobby Lobby and get these cheap starter sets, and they fairly run great. Yeah, they're not the top notch of the cream of the crop, but they'll get you to model railroading at a cheaper price. Oh, it stopped right on the trestle. Let's go get it. going to run it a little faster, see if that helps it. Running a little bit faster. See if that helps. We go from there. Yes, sir, Uncle V. Good way to start, can expand from there in time. Absolutely. It's coming around the concrete yard. That is drywall plaster that I made like a hot butter. When I mixed it up, I put a little paint in it and I poured it right there. Still rather my plaster pour the way how watery I can do plastic pouring, plaster pouring, and the plaster just flows a lot better when doing a concrete pour. I mix my plaster like a milk consistency. It's thin, and I just allow it to level on its own. I have videos of that. You see me doing my roads and everything like that. Some of my first videos were like that. Running okay tonight. At least the track isn't dirty. That's because I keep my trains running. Uh, Consistent running every couple of days, 2 or 3 days, especially in an environment such as here. You consistently run, you will keep your track clean. The minute you set it up 3 or 4 days, it's again in an environment such as this, it will get dirty. That can be frustrating as hell when running your trains. Nothing's worse than a spitting, sputtering locomotive, dirty wheels, dirty track. Nothing worse than that. There's Area 51 Mountain. If you're new, go check out the last lives. You can see what I'm doing with that mountain. And the last video should show it. Not the last review video, but it's kind of like an update video. You can see what I'm doing inside that mountain. Lots of unique ideas coming up. The fish on the layout again is thriving every week. They're getting bigger. They're enjoying the space that they're swimming in, and they just loving the heck out of it. There she goes. She's coming around the bottom. Yay! I gotta quit eating all this chocolate, man. What can I say? I love my trains. I love model railroading, and I'm happy. What can I say? Makes me happy. At the end of a hard day's of work, instead of cracking a beer, and, I just like to come in here and chill out. There's nothing wrong with that. This layout definitely can use a couple of more locomotives running on it, but I don't feel like especially on a live, I don't feel like chasing trains and locomotives. And yeah, absolutely. Hello, JD. Let's see, go back. It did it again. It's derailing on that trestle. Let me go switch it out. I'm going to run 6317 in a minute. Chris, how you doing, man? Watching Train View and seeing your live, watching your video, the new camera to push through. Yeah, the new camera. Yeah, the awesome camera. Awesome camera. Connect Cam contacted me and sent me that. Great, low cost quality camera. Great camera. My Wi-Fi is a little glitchy in here, so you might see a little glitching out on it. But if you're in your home, I don't see you should have any trouble with that. But I got a metal building and everything else. Working on railroad. Sweet. That's what it's about, Chris. I'm glad to hear that. It's always fun to work on the layout. Let's go switch that train out. Something's telling me that 6317 is not going to run too well. The wheels are dirty on that locomotive. We will see. Yeah, it's a little glitchy, but for the price, can't beat it. You get a front camera. Absolutely, you get a freight, and it pushes on an 8. That would work good on a HO scale, of course, or anything bigger. I don't think it'll work on N scale. It may though, but you don't have to reach into your pockets that deep to buy this camera. It's the price point is where it's at for a good quality camera. Yeah, it shocked me because if I would have known about that one, I would have done bought that a long time ago. But they reached out and told me about it. I sent it to them. Absolutely. Let's see. It probably stopped already. Oh, no, there it is. I never can see it right there. Okay. Open my eyes, David. So let's see it come up onto the trestle in a minute. Hopefully it doesn't derail. Let's see. I don't want to say good because it's going to derail. So let's see what happens. Huh. Different locomotives, different strokes. I get my train line. Okay. 6317, a running fog. Hello, Mr. Anthony. How you doing? Running trains, sharing knowledge that I know, having fun, talking about locomotives. And running trains semi-fast. There are videos out there that, switching the subject, there are videos out there that show what a locomotive goes through to get designed, um, built in the factory. And let me tell you, these locomotives, if you've never seen a locomotive being manufactured, it's crazy on the amount of stuff that they go through a process to build a locomotive. You know, a model train, of course, not the big ones, the little ones. And if you haven't seen, again, how they are built, there are videos out there that show the tooling, the massive tooling that this requires to put through a factory, the engineering team, everything that goes on from designing all the way to producing it. It's well worth the price on what we're paying for these locomotives. I mean, there's a lot that goes into these trains. These are what they call that, injected. There's a word for that. They inject the molds, and that's how you get so much detail. But it's a big process. If you haven't seen it, you can go by and appreciate what goes into it. Grandpa Rails, the camera, what the camera called? It's a Connect Cam. It's going to be in the description, JD, of that last video I made on their review. There's a link. Yeah, it's Connect Cam, KINETCAM. But go check out the description in that video. Injection molding. That's the word injection molding. Yeah. So again, the amount of work that goes into these locomotives is it's crazy. It really is. That fish pond and waterfall is awesome. I wanted to do something like that, but I don't have the space. But you could do a whole pond with RC sheet. Yeah, yeah. It's not quite big enough for me to do that, Anthony. But I see what you're saying. But yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It was such a journey to get to that part. Years, you know. First off, I had to shrug off the negativity when I was building that in the beginning. Kind of got bummed out with it. Anywho, two and a half years to get to that part. Yes, I've seen scale trains. Yes, they do. They have a great video on that, Uncle V. Absolutely. Thank you for reminding me about that because that's absolutely true. Yeah, so again, go see how these locomotives are made. And maybe some of these folks that's talking bad about manufacturers can appreciate the fact what goes on into these locomotives. JD, I remember when you started. You remember that, Grandpa Rails? It's been a minute. Yeah, I got everything from when I started on the channel. It goes back And that's what when I started the channel, I wanted to document everything. And most importantly, having fun with the YouTube aspect and everything that goes along with it. Absolutely. No regrets, and if I could do it again like this, I would. I wouldn't change anything. I love every inch of my layout. I love everything that the plan. I just like to see trains run more than I like to operate. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like to operate, but I like my trains going into a journey. That's what I like. Chris, I remember back in the late '60s. Cool. You should get a Mr. Cool heat pump that you can be on all year in a great climate. Yeah, the funds are not there for it, Anthony, but I hear you. Yeah. I still go out there when it's cold. It doesn't bother me. Now the heat, I bear it in the heat, but that layout has no problem swinging the cold and heat. No problems with expansion. Um, of course, I did glue my track down very, very good. So if you're wondering about expansion and buckling, it can happen. Oh, it can happen, especially if you don't put your gaps in. But if you glue your stuff down, it's not moving. I have no gaps in this. I had one little trouble spot, but all this track is glued down great, and we have no buckling problems. No gaps either. So yeah, that was a thing when I was building it. So far, going on 3 years, and no major problems. But if you're designing a layout and you want to do, I'll say do the right thing, right? Yeah, put your blocks. This layout has block detection and protection. Okay, if you're running DCC trains, block protection and block detection, in my opinion, is a must because DCC trains are expensive, and if your locomotive crosses a point just a certain way, it could burn the decoder up. Okay, so when they short out, they could burn up. So when you're designing something, I would definitely design everything in it. I think gluing down the track is the best. I would agree. Absolutely. I agree with that, JD. It doesn't move. When you nail your track, it can flex. Things can move. I don't like that. I want to, of course, I believe liquid nails should be far away from track as you can. Dynaflex caulking glue that's what I used. It dries clear. And let me tell you, when you glue that stuff down, it's not moving. So I believe how you secure your track is going to make or break you. Absolutely. Now, if you're in a controlled environment, everything is nice and ship-shape, tidy, and AC and heat, you shouldn't have that much problems, other than dirty track. But yeah, getting back to liquid nails, I think that should be so far away from track, it's unreal. Liquid nails will dry and crack over time. That Dynaflex stuff I use, it's a caulk silicone, so it dries clear, but it also allows the track to move minute. Okay, it flexes a little bit, not a lot, just enough to get by, I guess, with the expansion, and no problems. Oh, cool, Chris. These are all just tips. Do what the hell you want to do, folks. These are all just tips. Please do not take it in anything I'm trying to tell you what to do. No, I'm not. I don't give a damn what you do. It's your railroad. All just tips. Anthony, the building a quarter from share points. I run in transit, Conrail control. Damn, that sounds complicated, Anthony. It's cool though. Oh yeah, it's just model railroading. Do what the hell you want to do. uh, oh yeah, I did a lot of my a lot of gluing down in here with Elmer's glue. Basically, hover over the track. Oh, look at that, and just let it. Don't move it. Let it dry. Good to go. Once you ballast, come back and ballast with your Elmer's glue. You're good to go. It's finished, you know. In fact, you can see on this camera where the green building, you can see the spots of Elmer glue that I got where that train's coming. That's all. Now I did go kind of close with, 5 or 6 inch gap, We need a longer train. Let's see if I can run a longer one. Hold on. Oh, I had to weigh down those gondolas with some nuts because those gondolas they hate staying on the track. Balancing, yep, that's right, JD. Yeah, that's a good smart tip. Last thing to do, absolutely, very smart. Chris, do the same. Okay, flexible for so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How did you build the pond? Whoo! Anthony, I think I have a video on that. Basically, when you're building your layout, you're gonna have to design it within your layout. Okay. I built up with foam. Okay. And of course, my track is higher than the pond, so it gives it an illusion that it's down below, right? So my track is here, my pond is here, correct? Like this. So I dug about 4-ish to 5 inches into the foam. So I had to layer the foam and dug into it. I tried a safety glass, it didn't work. So long story short, I put a liner in it. There's a blue liner. Okay, so that liner is that's what's going to make or break your layout. You need the liner. Okay, so that's going to be a liner. There's a pump that picks it up from from that liner where the water of the fish is at, and it travels through a tube, and it comes out into the top of the waterfall. Now the waterfall is safety glass. It's plexiglass. I silicone the shit out of it, and I've left the 2 openings, so when it comes into the drop pans, it just recycles. It's a feat. It's a complicated feat. You know, it can be done. You know, it just, you have to take your time with it. 36 cars. Size matters. It all depends on how you use it. Oh. Let's see, where's the locomotive? Ah, I see it. Okay, hopefully, let me go inspect it, make sure nothing fell off. It looks like it did. Yep, one just fell off the table. Damn it. Well, I don't run no more gondolas until I figure out the problem with my gondolas. I'll tell you that. Yeah, one of my box cars fell off the track and it came apart. One gondola caused the whole derailment. I know better not to put those gondolas. I don't know what the deal with them gondolas. I think they need more weight in them. Yeah. I was talking too good about my trains. Definitely, I didn't want to let you guys down and let the people down that enjoy my channel. I didn't want to let those folks down. So I normally have a live either a Monday or a Tuesday. And here we are Tuesday, and pretty much the rest of the week is blown for me. It's maybe Thursday I can come back. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't want to let the folks down and talk with you guys. Figure out what other activity you might have going on in the training room you might have, and then decide the type of row you can have under the bed, a shelf layout. Good information, Chris. Yeah. That's the biggest thing, research. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I built this shed with, I did not have it in mind to build a train layout in this shed. Things kind of just, you know, just took shape because I always was a hobbyist. And I have to have something to do. It's just, that's my nature. I cannot sit in front of a TV and watch TV all the time. It just drives me nuts. So, yeah. Let's see. I wonder if the train's still running. I don't see it. Hopefully that didn't fall off the layout. Oh, it's in here. Okay, it just came through here. Let's see. Watch how pathetic this is. Very large shed, Anthony. Yeah, I built the shed to finish my Trans Am. The things took a turn with that. There it is. Oh, that's all, Chris. Only 60 years. That's good, my friend. That's very good. All right, let's go see before the hour is up. Let's run a long train without the gondolas. Let's see if I can switch it so you guys can see. All right. These run very good. The coal hoppers, they run okay. It's that damn gondola. Yeah. I'm not putting that shit back on there. I am itching to run long trains, but I can't run long trains if shit keeps falling off the track. I just can't do it. Love seeing your videos as much as I can. Always looking how to learn new things or how to do things a bit better. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It goes a long ways here. Um, it's good to hear, man. It's a lot of work to do this, and yeah, it's very appreciated to see that folks um, like it. You know, goes a long ways here. Thank you for that. I always try to stay into the modern era of things. Always trying to advance and do things better than last. You know, that's just my motto. A day you can't learn something new, you wasted your day. Yep, very true. True wise words. Oh yeah. And what better with YouTube to share this around the world and people that can see? Just having fun. Just having fun with everything is what's up here. But yeah, again, thanks all my supporters that come by and everybody that do come by and engage with the channel. That's what's very important to keep this platform going. And it's very hard to do this again, and I continue to do it because I like to. But without you guys' support, it would be harder. It definitely would be a lot harder. Thank you guys again for hanging in there with me. We had a wild ride to get here. It was a bucking horse to get here. Um, Things took a toll in the beginning of doing these lives because I was learning. You know, everybody got to learn somehow. I was learning how to do videos, learning this, learning that, until we here now, and I'm still learning. It's don't take anything personal or anything to heart. You know. Yeah, absolutely. Payout is only a 4x8. That's okay. That's hey, I started on 4x8 for many years. You can do a lot with 4x8. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. Sharing the hobby while having fun and learning. That's all it is. And anybody can say they're not learning, they're not growing. You have to learn to grow. So I had people in the beginning that couldn't quite understand my vision. People, instead of having a handout to help me, they kicked me. I still got some people to do that, but it's okay. I still go on and I still move on because that's what I want to do. Main thing is having fun. Yep. Absolutely, JD. That's what it's all about. A learning process. Still hanging in there, JD. Thank you, though. Thank you for that. Yeah. It was a roller coaster, but what isn't a roller coaster? Life is a roller coaster, right? I mean, that just comes with it. That's the nature of this. You have your ups, you have your downs, like anything else. But yeah, I'm glad y'all guys stuck with me also. So thank you. Absolutely, Uncle V. Thank you. Where is my train? That thing's like a ghost. It just snuck up on me. It's coming back in here. uh, that was a heck of a little live stream. You got to see a train hit the floor. Well, a rolling stock hit the floor. And that was a gifted boxcar that hit the floor. Damn it. I'm going to try to glue that thing back together. Share what you learn and earn might help others and having fun with the hobby and start new. Yep, and that's what I do, Chris. That's what I try to do. To show what I can to help someone. Specifically to like a beginner, like somebody that does not know, you know. And it's so YouTube is very saturated. I mean, whatever you want to know, they have it. So it's not like we can't find it. But maybe somebody likes my style and my uniqueness of the way I do things. That's what matters. Uncle V, right where you left it. But yeah, Uncle V, it'd be cool if you can do something like that with the fish. I think that's a prototype that I built. I've never seen anything like it, and it'd be cool to see if you can do that. Any way you can contain your water from going onto your layout, that's what must need to be done, right? Oh shoot! What time all this is happening? Ooh, it's 8:30. I'm about to have to go in the house and get me something to eat. I think the next thing I'm going to move on to is around the blast furnace, folks. Try to get a switcher or two in there. Trying to figure out something with that. to share the image with you guys if I do a live. So I don't know, but I need to get back onto the blast furnace. It's somebody mentioned it was so lonely, and they're right. It's very lonely. So I got to figure out um, what I want to do right there. It's a large peninsula, as you can see, and it needs a lot. But I want to make that a working industry, just like it would be close to in real life, you know. So that's going to take a lot of te different techniques to do that in there. So I'll figure it out. Not, oh crap. Hold on, I hit something. Hold on. Not able to cause or where your layout is located. It's able to. Oh, it's G scale. Yeah, that's nice. G scale. That's awesome. Yep, Chris. Oh yeah. Help as many people as you can come across that can use the help. Yep, absolutely. You know, there's enough of other crap going on, and I'm definitely not going to add to that other crap and bull crap. So I like to inspire, stay uplifting as much as I can, even though the world beats me in my freaking head sometimes. I try to uplift and do what's right. Yeah. Unless you have a weak bladder. uh, where is my train? I wish I could zoom in on my cameras. Here I go with that word, I wish. It's not reality, David. David, that's not reality. I wish. Get that shit out my vocabulary. I wish. I gotta make it happen. Absolutely, JD. It's our escape. Again, some days I'm so freaking stressed. You know, I just come in here and oh man, it's so nice. Oh yeah, so freaking nice, man. All the other crazy crap going around in this world. Why can't we just come play with trains? I believe every man should have a hobby, even though if it ain't trains, some kind of hobby, man. Something. Where is my locomotive? Oh, it stopped. I see it. It's facing us. Damn it. Let me go get it. Caught it in the act. Caught it in the act. Let me show you guys. So look at this whisker. This whisker has bent down. Check that out. How do you think that happened? Look at that. And it's catching the rail ties and the points. There it is. That's why I do not like whiskers on a coupler. I gotta cut this off. This can cause such a headache if you're not watching your locomotives and your train cars run. You'll wonder why they're derailing. This shit catches on everything. There it is. You can see it. I could bend this back, but I just want to get rid of them. There it is. So you got the best running car in the world. If you got a whisker, again, I do not know how this has been. I don't know. It can cause a lot of frustration. Yes, sir, JD, absolutely. We have 6 clubs in Memphis where we are N, H, Z, S, O, and G. We have fun cool, man. That's awesome. It's great that everybody can come together and do something like that. That's awesome. Maybe one time in my lifetime, eventually I can do stuff. Right now, I'm just trying to pay bills and trying to make it through and just getting things going. That's awesome that everybody can come together on a scale like that. Let's see, where we at, folks? To fall back so I never get burned of one on one, so I would quit one. Okay, Chris. Model railroading, the best hobby in the world, guaranteed. I don't care what they say. Howdy from Oklahoma. Hello, Jesse. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by in the comment section. I saw you the other day. Thank you. We're doing okay. Living the dream of running trains. Have fingers left from doing all this stuff. I second that. Yep. Gotta have your Hershey Kisses and your chocolate. Puts a smile on your face. Oh, let's go. Shut that off. Oh, I love the sound of those DCC locomotives. When I'm trying to hear my music, it's hard to hear over. You're welcome, Jesse. Jesse, you have a N scale, it looks like. Jesse in Oklahoma, R&R. It's an N scale, my friend. I'm 60 with old shaking hands. If I can do it, anyone can. Yep. Second that. Oh, yeah. Why are you at in the process of building your layout or you're complete? Well, you're never complete with a railroad. Oh, your HO. Yeah, there we go. HO, yeah. See if I can do a quick graffiti on this. Let's see. Let's just see. I got a little bit more time. I need to go in though. Let me just see. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna have to call it. My wife is going to get on it. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can make Sam's name more prominent on this side. I'm trying to see if I want to. That don't look too good. Let's just see. It's so small, so I don't know if I'll be able to get that for him. It's possible, but I don't want to feel like I'm in a hurry neither. Let's see. Hello, Randall. How you doing? Horn hook. Okay. If they work for you, Chris, that's all that matters, my friend. All right, so let's see. We'll go with two colors on this that is very prominent, which would be like this color green. And a blue. So let's see. This is just a quick graffiti, so I don't know how great it's gonna look. But it don't matter. We tried, right? That's all that matters. Another trip, Randall. Okay. It's good, man. It doesn't look that bad. Let's see. Steady as she goes. Went to in a little bit. Went to in. Okay. Cool, Randall. I really took my time. I can get it, you know. The clock is winding down on me. I feel rushed. They had some issues. Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Kind of on the fly, my friend. I'm outlining with a little black. And our locomotive is still running good, so that's a good sign. Okay. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do on it. That's it. It's SM. Alrighty, guys, I gotta go inside. I enjoyed talking to everybody. Again, thanks everybody for showing up and participating into the chat. I really enjoyed doing this. Maybe Thursday I'll have another one. Maybe, I don't know. You have to stay subscribed and check out the future updates. Keep an eye out on videos coming up, maybe this weekend, and everything else that we do on HO Power Training, right? So, again, thank you guys. Watch out for some good shorts coming up, and y'all take it easy. Good night, guys.